And now together you are being led, you are feeling the call to go to the temple of healing, the temple of the sun, where you can work together to serve others who are suffering. Those people you know personally, those you love, all suffering people. Always the work of healing goes on in this temple, and part of your loved one's work will be here. It is here that you can join them, even in your daily life, as you train yourself to withdraw into the inner world and to send out light, that flame, that divine flame of love, of light, of God, to suffering people. Now, once again, we look right into the heart of the sun as we go into this beautiful temple. Use your creative power, your imagination, the creative power of your higher mind, and see in the heart of the sun the healing temple. See the great pillars at the entrance, two lovely shining angel forms, so still, so radiant, so strong. Together you mount the steps of the temple, hand in hand, and as you go through the entrance, the angels ask you for the password, and your hearts, your united heart, radiates love, love, love for each other, love for all the world. And you find yourself in the temple, in the presence of the great healer, the one who is all love. As simple children, kneel before him, her, and feel the peace, the blessing enfolding you both. Feel the healing of that seamless dress of light and love. Just breathe in that heavenly peace and love. And now in your thoughts, draw into this heavenly presence any dear ones who you long to help. Name them now in your heart and see them with you, enfolded in the light of this heavenly presence of the great healer. You will become aware gradually of the glorious winged beings, the angels of healing, who serve at his command. Gradually you will begin to hear the music of their song of praise, the music of all creation, the birds and the trees and the wind and the waves. All this is part of this song of the angels, their song of praise and thanksgiving for life, for eternal life. There is no death. All is life. All is progress. So, be comforted. Be at peace. and return to the work of your earthly life, filled with joy. Now, peacefully, just come back into the garden. Once again, just enjoy it with your dear one. And now you must come back very firmly into the earth consciousness. But you can bring with you in your heart that beautiful rose which you have shared with your dear one in spirit. Feel the rose now blooming in your heart, and once again just gently breathe its fragrance. And now, very firmly, come back into your physical consciousness. Begin to use the mind in your head. Become conscious of your breathing. Very steadily and calmly, breathe deeply and easily, and as you do so, become aware of every part of your physical body. Your feet, your toes, your legs, your hands. Just make sure that you are bringing well into action your mind of every day. This is important because when you go into that world of light, you are learning to use a different aspect of your consciousness, that part of you which White Eagle calls the mind in the heart. With practice, you will be able to do this more and more. But always, after doing so, you must very positively transfer your consciousness from deep within your heart back to the everyday mind. Now, quite firmly, and with your everyday mind working clearly and brightly, we are going to seal those psychic centers which have been brought into activity, rather like flowers coming into bloom, while you have been functioning in your body of light. Now, will you visualize at each of these psychic centers a shining cross, like a silver cross which is reflecting sunlight? A silver cross within a circle of light. Now, see this cross of light encircled by light on the crown of your head. Visualize it clearly. Now on your brow, the cross of light encircled by light. On your throat, the cross of light encircled by light. And on that center, right in the middle of your breast, the heart center, the cross of light encircled by light. At the solar plexus, the cross of light encircled by light. At the spleen, which is just at the back of the waist on the left-hand side, the cross of light encircled by light. And now, at the base of the spine, see the cross of light encircled by light. Now, quietly breathe a little more deeply, and with every in-breathing, feel that you are drawing the light up through your left foot, right up to the top of your head. And then as you breathe out, see the light coming down the right side to complete the circuit. Make this oval of light round your whole body, quietly and peacefully, 7 times on the 7-fold breath. You are building around your whole being a protective shield of light. You are encircled with light, and your normal, everyday consciousness is now in full control. Bring your mind quite firmly back now to practical matters, but go quietly and peacefully. Don't just rush up and rush out. Go steadily. Remember that you have your life to live on the earth plane, but gradually you are going to learn to transfer your consciousness at will to that mind in the heart, where you can enter the door into the world of light. Remember that both you and your loved one can benefit from these sacred times of communion. Keep them sacred, these times of meditation when you go into the world of light. But also remember that you can commune in thought, so that often it's just like picking up the telephone, and you will learn to be very aware of the thoughts and ideas of your loved one in spirit. Although he or she will be active with his own concerns, just as when he or she was on earth, they had their own interests, so they have in the world of light. But this wonderful communion which you can hold is an eternal reality for which we thank and praise our beloved Father, Mother God.